A matched pair of Colt Pythons just sold for $32,000 at auction. 2 revolvers, 32 grand. And that's not even the record. Some revolvers are climbing in value like real estate in Manhattan, but most sitting in safes losing money every single year. Today we're counting down 20 revolvers actually gaining value in 2026. Not modern production guns that lose 20% the moment you leave the store. We're talking discontinued classics, banned imports, and pre-war masterpieces that serious collectors are fighting over. Gold gained 27% last year. Some of these revolvers, 200% in under a decade. Rock Island Auction just processed $126 million in firearms sales. The revolver market is exploding. Let's count down from number 20. Number 20. Smith & Wesson Victory Model. Starting at number 20, we have the Victory Model from World War II. Smith & Wesson shipped 570,000 military revolvers to Allied forces, marked Victory Model on the barrel. Chambered 38 Special for Americans, 38 S&W British for Commonwealth. For decades, collectors ignored these. Too common, too beat up, not anymore. Military provenance now commands real premiums. Navy examples with documented service hit $1,000. British proof-marked versions climb fast. Pre-war Model 10s in excellent condition reach $800. These armed soldiers fighting fascism. Values run $300 to $1,000 depending on markings. Supply is finite. Most were surplused or destroyed. Number 19. Ruger GP100. Number 19 is the Ruger GP100 from 1986. Triple locking cylinder, stainless construction, built like a tank. Police adopted them. Shooters loved them. Collectors ignored them. Too modern, still in production. That's changing. Early 6-inch models command $700 to $900 now. Match champion variants break $1,000. Hunter models hit $800 to $1,000. One documented GP100 fired over 100,000 rounds without major parts. As Magnum prices explode, shooters discover GP100 quality at reasonable prices. Standard used examples still run $500 to $700. Number 18. Colt Cobra First Generation. Number 18 is the lightweight carry gun from 1950. Aluminum frame, 38 Special, 15 ounces, revolutionary. Production ran 1950 to 1981. Jack Ruby used one to kill Lee Harvey Oswald. That specific Cobra sold for $220,000 in 1991. Standard first-generation Cobras hit $1,000 to $1,200 now. Nickel adds $300 premium. Original boxes multiply values. Colt reintroduced Cobra 2017 with steel frame. Modern versions flood markets. Original aluminum first-generation models become more distinct. Values run $600 to $1,200. Number 17. Smith & Wesson Model 19 Combat Magnum. Number 17 is the carry Magnum police loved. Introduced 1955. K-frame 37. Lighter than N-frame Model 27. Police nationwide adopted them. Average used values rose $26 past year. Early pinned recessed examples hit $800 to $1,500 now. Nickel scarce. Factory engraving rare. Complete sets command $2,000 plus. As Model 29 prices escalate, collectors discover Combat Magnum. Same handling, same precision. Fraction of cost. Number 16. Dan Wesson 445 SuperMag. Number 16 fires the most powerful production revolver cartridge ever made. Rifle velocities in revolver format. Only Dan Wesson chambered it. Monson-era 1980s most desirable. 445 SuperMags sell 5,000 to 6,000 consistently. Complete pistol packs hit 8,000. Unfired approach 10,000. Only Dan Wesson made them. Production ended when company relocated. Modern handgun hunters appreciate elk power, bear performance, revolver reliability. Number 15. Colt Official Police Pre-War. Number 15 is Colt's Law Enforcement Standard, 1908 to 1969. 38 Special, NYPD carried them. Chicago PD issued them. Pre-World War II examples most collectible, better metallurgy, more hand-fitting. Police markings add premiums. NYPD marked hit 900. Chicago PD reach 800. Nickel scarce. Values run 500 to 1,000. As snake gun prices soar, collectors discover earlier Colt double actions. Official police represents accessible entry. Quality comparable to Pythons. Price a fraction. Number 14. Ruger Super Blackhawk Old Model. Number 14 is the gun Dirty Harry made famous. Well, not quite. Clint Eastwood made the Smith & Wesson Model 29 famous in Dirty Harry, but this Ruger offered the same .44 Magnum power at half the price. The Super Blackhawk was introduced in 1959. Dragoon grip frame, square back trigger guard, unfluted cylinder for maximum strength. Old model production ran from 1959 to 1972 only. These are 3-screw revolvers with no transfer bar safety. Pre-lawyer guns from a different era. Most came with 7.5-inch barrels. Rare 6.5-inch versions command serious premiums today. First year 1959 production guns with 4-digit serial numbers are breaking $1,000. Standard examples run $670 to $895 now. Number 13. Smith & Wesson. Model 66, no dash. Lucky number 13 brings us the stainless steel version of the Model 19. The Model 66 was introduced in 1971. Same K-frame 37 Magnum as the Model 19. Same 6-shot capacity. Same adjustable sights, but weather-resistant stainless steel instead of blued carbon steel. Highway Patrol loved them. Federal agents carried them. It became America's most popular stainless revolver for decades. Here's the collector angle. Early no-dash and -1 variants are appreciating fast now. They're running $700 to $1,200 depending on barrel length and condition. 2.5-inch barrels are scarce and command premiums. Early production featured better hand fitting than later mass production runs. As stainless revolver interest grows and Python prices soar into outer space, early Model 66 variants are positioning as affordable alternatives. You get combat Magnum performance, stainless durability, reasonable cost, not flashy, not famous, but solid investment potential for those who understand the Smith & Wesson collector market. Values are rising as Python-weary collectors seek quality alternatives. Supply of early no-dash versions is limited. Number 12. Colt Diamondback Rare Variants. Number 12 is the scaled-down Python collectors are finally waking up to. Introduced in 1966, the Colt Diamondback was built on the smaller D-frame and chambered in 22 LR and 38 Special, featuring the Python's ventilated rib and target sights. Production ended in 1988. Standard 4- and 6-inch blued models have doubled in value in 5 years. Rare variants have surged far faster. The holy grail is the 22 WMR with a 2.5-inch barrel in nickel. It's so rare that counterfeit examples exist, and the Blue Book of Gun Values specifically warns buyers about this configuration. Authenticated examples are now reaching $4,000 and climbing. Nickel Diamondbacks command strong premiums across the board. First year 1966 production adds further value. Complete sets with original boxes, paperwork, and hang tags sell for $3,000 to $4,000. Even common models are rising. Well-used 4-inch blued examples start around $1,500, while excellent condition guns reach $2,500. As Python prices exploded past $8,000, collectors turned to Diamondbacks. Finite production and Colt pedigree continue driving values upward. Number 11. Smith & Wesson Model 29 4-screw. Number 11 is the Dirty Harry revolver that started it all. The most powerful handgun in the world, when Clint Eastwood said that line in 1971. Not true anymore, but the iconic status is permanent. The Model 29 fires .44 Magnum, built on Smith & Wesson's massive N frame, introduced in 1955. The model designation was officially adopted in 1957. Early four-screw variants produced from 1956 to 1958 are the most collectible today. Only 6,500 were manufactured. Genuinely rare. Examples in excellent condition command 100% premiums over later production. We're talking $2,000 to $4,000 depending on condition, barrel length, and provenance. Number 10. Colt Viper Original, 1977. Number 10 is the one-year Colt that the market ignored. The Colt Viper was produced only in 1977 with roughly 4,000 made. Based on the Cobra, it featured a 4-inch barrel, aluminum frame, and 38 special chambering. Sales disappointed, and Colt ended production after a single year. For decades, collectors overlooked it. Too modern, too plain. That has changed. One-year scarcity now drives demand. Good condition originals sell for $2,000 to $4,000. Excellent examples with original boxes reach $4,000 to $5,000. Authentication matters. Some Cobras have been altered to resemble Vipers, making factory letters essential. Colt's 2024 Viper reissue shares only the name. It uses a steel frame, .357 Magnum chambering, and modern manufacturing. That contrast makes the 1977 original stand apart. Only 4,000 exist. 1 year of production. In today's market, that kind of scarcity translates directly into rising collector value. Number 9. Ruger Blackhawk Flat Top. Number 9 takes us back to 1955 with Ruger's first Magnum revolver. The Ruger Blackhawk was Bill Ruger's modernized take on the Colt single-action Army. Built with a stronger frame and coil springs capable of handling Magnum pressures, the original SAA could not. Early models produced from 1955 to 1962 are known as flat tops, named for their flat frame top without protective rear sight ears. Only about 30,000 flat-top Blackhawks were made across all calibers before the redesign, making them genuinely collectible. Standard examples sell for $350 to $750. Rare 44 Magnum variants with desirable barrel lengths exceed $2,000. Number 8. Smith & Wesson Model, 27 pre-1957. Number 8 is the revolver that bridged the gap between the registered Magnum and the modern Model 27. Before 1957, it was simply known as the .357 Magnum. Produced from 1946 to 1957, it was Smith & Wesson's top end-frame revolver of the post-war era. These were not custom-ordered, but they retained exceptional hand-fitting, deep-polished blue finishes and target-grade accuracy. Post-1950 examples featured the short-throw hammer, improving lock time and trigger feel. Multiple barrel lengths were offered, with longer barrels drawing the strongest collector interest. Today, very good to excellent examples sell for roughly $4,500 to $7,500. That's less than registered Magnums, but values have climbed sharply. They offer classic Smith & Wesson craftsmanship without six-figure prices. As registered Magnums become unattainable, collectors are turning to these transitional icons. Number 7. Dan Wesson Model, 15-2 Pistol Pack. Number 7 highlights modular innovation decades ahead of its time. Dan Wesson Arms, founded by Daniel B. Wesson II, introduced its tensioned barrel system in 1968. Instead of a fixed barrel, the design used a removable shroud and a barrel tensioned at the muzzle. Accuracy improved dramatically and barrel changes took minutes. The Model 15-2, chambered in .357 Magnum, became the company's flagship revolver. Pistol pack sets typically included multiple barrel lengths, barrel wrench, feeler gauge, and fitted case. One revolver could serve concealed carry, target shooting, or hunting. Monson, Massachusetts production is now highly sought after. Complete pistol packs sell for $1,500 to $2,500. Rare SuperMag calibers command far more. As sets are broken up, intact examples grow scarce. Collectors are finally recognizing how advanced this design truly was. Number 6. Colt Single Action Army First Generation. Number 6 is the Peacemaker, the gun that won the West. Adopted by the U.S. military in 1873, the Colt single-action army served soldiers, lawmen, outlaws, and ranchers for decades. First-generation production ran from 1873 to 1941. Collectors divide these into two groups. Black powder frame revolvers made from 1873 to 1898 are the most desirable, prized for their thinner frames and early construction. Smokeless powder models from 1899 to 1941 remain collectible, but bring lower values. Well-preserved black powder frame SAAS typically sell for $5,000 to $15,000, with rare variants climbing far higher. The flat-top target model, with just 914 produced, regularly exceeds $20,000. U.S. cavalry contracts add further premiums. At the top end, history drives staggering prices. In 2025, the engraved Black Beauty sold for over $1.6 million. Even without famous ownership, early SAAS command serious money. Supply is fixed forever, and demand keeps growing. Number 5. Colt Boa. Number 5 is the rarest snake in Colt's lineup. The Colt Boa was produced in 1985 as a one-year limited edition for distributor Lou Horton. Only 1,200 were made, 600 with 4-inch barrels and 600 with 6-inch barrels. No other runs, no repeats. The Boa is essentially a Python built on the Mark V frame, finished in deep royal blue, chambered in .357 Magnum, and hand-fitted like a Python. In practical terms, it is an ultra-rare Python variant. Values have exploded. Average auction prices rose more than 230% between 2015 and 2024. Individual examples now bring $25,000 to $35,000. In December 2024, a matched pair sold for over $52,000. Scarcity drives everything. Number 4. Colt Diamondback Complete Sets. Number 4 focuses on complete Colt Diamondback sets with full factory documentation. These are a different investment class entirely. We're talking original box, factory paperwork, hang tags, matching serial numbers, original grips, and minimal or unfired condition, exactly as the Revolver left the Colt factory. Completeness drives value. Loose Diamondbacks are common. Complete sets are not. Boxes were thrown away. Paperwork was lost. Hang tags vanished decades ago. Finding everything together today is increasingly rare. That rarity commands premiums. Complete sets in excellent condition sell for $3,000 to $4,000. First-year 1966 examples reach $4,000 to $5,000. Nickel-finished complete sets push higher and continue climbing. As Python complete sets move beyond $30,000, Diamondback sets offer a more accessible entry into Colt snake gun collecting. Number 3. Colt Python Early Production. Number 3 is the king of revolvers, often called the finest production revolver ever made. Introduced in 1955, the Colt Python featured a large I-frame, ventilated rib, full underlug, adjustable target sights, and Colt's deep royal blue finish. What truly separated it from every rival was craftsmanship. Every Python was extensively hand-fitted and tuned by master gunsmiths. Early production examples are where values surge. Second-year Pythons have nearly doubled in value since 2016. First-year guns command even higher premiums. Auction results confirm it. In December 2024, the first production Python Elite sold for over $15,000. Rare barrel lengths and special finishes regularly cross $8,000 to $10,000. The famous Snake Eyes matched pair brought more than $32,000. Colt discontinued the Python in 1999 because it was too labor-intensive to build. When Colt reintroduced it in 2020, collectors feared vintage prices would fall. Instead, demand exploded. Number 2. Smith & Wesson Model 29 Pre-Dash. Number 2 covers the broader category beyond just 4-screw variants. Pre-Dash Model 29 revolvers have no hyphen after the model number. These are from the late 1950s and represent the original unchanged configuration. Standard pre-dash examples run $1,500 to $2,500 depending on condition. With original box, add $500 or more. Factory letter adds another premium on top of that. As Model 29 production continued for decades with multiple engineering changes, each change got a new dash number. Model 29-1, Model 29-2, Model 29-3, and so on. Every dash represents an engineering modification. Collectors prefer the earliest unchanged versions. Number 1. Smith & Wesson Registered Magnum. At number 1 sits the undisputed holy grail of revolver collecting. The Smith & Wesson .357 Registered Magnum, produced from 1935 to 1939, with only about 5,500 ever made. Every revolver was custom ordered, hand-built to the buyer's exact specifications, and assigned a unique registration number approved by Douglas Wesson himself. In 1935, these revolvers cost $60, nearly 3 times the price of a standard service revolver. Buyers chose everything: barrel lengths from 3.5 to 8 3/4 inches, blue or nickel finish, target or combat sights, grip styles, even factory sighting preferences. Each gun took weeks of hand-fitting by master gunsmiths.